OhHellNo! What's up, my cool dudes? I'm DualingDude, and welcome to the Week 8 PLC Team Builder. Now, guys, last week we actually versed Cameron and the Beauty City Polygraphs, and we actually won that on the back of the choice of Digger, the choice scarf excadrill. Now, his Miss Maggie's was not choice scarves. I talked to Kim after the battle, and it would have been actually very different if he was actually running in prison in case I was running my typical specially offensive sweeping Sableye. So that was actually interesting to talk to him after the battle. We both had a good time, and yeah. But looking ahead to this week, we are versing Stealthy and our rematch against Stealthy and the Blackthorne Sneasel. And Stealthy's lineup is the scariest in the whole thing. He has Mega Skeptile, Horlucha, Weavile, Volcarona, Donphan, Vaporeon, Roserade, Acelgor, Arcanine, Braviary, Kecleon, Tauros, and Stunfisk. Yeah, that team is scary. But if you did not know my team already, we have Mega Sableye, Excadrill, Landorus, Gardevoir, Mamoswine, Chandelure, Gudra, Emberpalm, Rotom Mo, Jellicent, Weezing, Gramble, and Sork. So, and this is actually the final week for the PLC before the playoffs as well. So, we don't win this battle, and I ain't getting in there. I'm not getting in the playoffs if I lose this battle. But anyway, moving on, I'll just flick over to Pokemon Showdown so we can actually see so you guys can see what I am actually planning to bring for Stealthy. Okay, here we are, Pokemon Showdown. Now, before I get started, let me tell you what I think Stealthy is going to bring to verse me. And I can guess Weavile, Volcarona, Vaporeon, Roserade, Acelgor, and Arcanine. Weavile because it's his mascot, it's his favorite Pokemon, he doesn't battle without it. Volcarona because it got a crit on Jules in our last battle. Vaporeon, it gets Baton Pass, gets Heal Bell, gets Scald, which can burn, it gets Toxic, it gets no, it doesn't get Will-O-Wisp, it gets Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, all of that, Roserade, because it can have Toxic Spikes, it can actually be ran Choice Scarfed with Extra Sensory, which will do a lot of damage to Weezing. Acelgor because it's its fastest Pokemon. It can run the Final Gambit. It can run Choice Scarf Final Gambit if it really wanted to. Arcanine because it's bulky, it's offensive. He can do whatever he can do a lot with Arcanine. He gets Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun. That combo as well with Substitute, Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Wild Charge, Close Combat. Arcanine has so many options, it's really scary. But either way, looking at my team, first of all, from our first battle with Stealthy, Manny is actually returning to help us out. Now, Manny is rocking the set he ran last time, Choice Scarf, Big Fat, Max Attack, Max Speed with a Jolly Nature, Form Defense. We are going to be rocking Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Knock Off. Now, my thought process with this is, if I can Choice Scarf Earthquake his Roserade, it's pretty much dead. Unless, he's running a Choice Scarf Roserade himself, which means, yeah. Ice Shard and Icicle Crash also hit the Roserade. Ice Shard for mainly priority. If I'm about to go down, I can just fire off an Ice Shard on something. Icicle Crash is my main Ice type stab. Earthquake is ground type stab. Knockoff because, well, it's knockoff. Probably the best move in the game. Wait, moving on to my next Pokemon. We actually are running an interesting Goodra this week, Sludge Puppy. With the Assault Vest, Sap Sipper. We are actually running physically defensive with Assault Vest. We are running max HP, max defense with a full special attack with a relaxed nature. Now, if this is just to be bulky. Now, this says I just wanted it to be bulky so we can actually just hit stealthy, dish out hits as well as we take them. Because I'm running Dragon Pulse because it's stab, Ice Beam because it hits the Donphan, Dragon Tail because I can just Dragon Tail anything I want out, Power Whip just because it hits the Vaporeon. It even hits the Donphan, but if Donphan's in, I'm more going to go for Ice Beam. But if the Vaporeon's in, and I'll more likely go for Power Whip. So really, this Goodra is actually situational depending on where we go. Okay, next Pokemon situation where we go, but our next Pokemon is Wheezing the Plague, Wheezing the Plague, whichever we have. We're running physically defensive Wheezing like we usually do. Black Sludge, Levitate, Haste because he has so many Pokemon that can set up. Kecleon with Power Up Punch, can get attack bonuses. Arcanine could probably actually Arcanine doesn't get any setup moves. Roserade doesn't. I mean, if he wants to run Rock Polish Donphan, he can, but Quiver Dance Volcarona is the main reason I'm running the Plague. Bringing the Plague this week. We have Haze, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Bomb, and Flamethrower, just the typical Wheezing sets. So, yeah. Next Pokemon is Ruby the Sableye. Different Sableye set this week. We're actually running a mixed defensive variant on Sableye. We're rocking Sableye, obviously Prankster before it Mega Revolves. Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Taunt. I'm so scared of setups. I'm running Taunt on Sableye. And finally we are running Knockoff. Just it's stab, takes items off, and yeah. And nothing's immune on his team's immune to it. For EV spread, we're actually running a complicated EV spread this week. Max HP, 12 in attack, 120 in defense, 124 in special defense with an impish nature. So I just want, with this Sableye, I just want to sponge hits on both sides and make sure I can live and dish out a few hits. Okay, next up we have... Hold on a sec, guys, I'll be right back. Guys, that was just me imagining something, but now we can... I thought I heard something, but nothing. Didn't hear anything. Okay, next we'll go, but our next Pokemon is actually April, another Ember Palm. This time we are running Fake Out, Double Hit, U-Turn, and Fire Punch. Life Orb because, well, it's an Ember Palm. What other item are you going to run on it? We're going to run Max Speed Jolly Nature, so it outspeeds everything barring the Weavile if his Weavile's Jolly. Max Attack 4 HP. It's a typical Ember Palm set. But now our last Pokemon is actually Karai, the Rotom. Now this set, I was thinking, you know what? If I give one of his physical threats a Choice Scarf, that is going to end badly. And considering most of his Pokemon are physical, I figured, hey, run Choice Specs, trick him. So that's what I did. I'm running Timid Nature with Max Speed, Max Special Attack, 4 Defense, Choice Specs, Levitate, Trick, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and a Leaf Storm. And guys, that is the end of this PLC related video. If you guys like this, please share it and share below, and I'll catch you